Are you a believer in vision boards and visualizing how you want it to look and
Absolutely.
who you want it to be? And like, I hear the law of attraction.
It's all about the laws of attraction. I really believe that anything that you want to achieve, anything that you want to do, you are capable of doing when you put your mind to it. And I know that, like, you know, people always talk about, okay, so what? I want a Porsche, so I'm going to put a picture of a Porsche on my refrigerator and look at it every day. Yeah. I'm like, I know a lot of people that are driven like that and go, okay, I'm going to look at that Porsche, which is going to make me work even harder in my career and unlock possibilities in that way. So that's how I look at it, as opposed to being so, like, driven by possessions. I try to get people to look at a bigger picture than that Porsche.
Than the Porsche. What are the non-obvious impacts to living healthier? I'm thinking of things like cell phones maybe, or organic versus non-organic, or environmental sort of products. Like, what are things that are not obvious? Very often we look at food and we look at exercise and maybe a little bit of emotional stuff that affects our health. What are things we're just not thinking about?
I think that people have to be really careful with stress. I think stress is a cancer to the body. I think that your body can have such a reaction to a stressful life that we live. Finding better ways to manage your stress, I think, is another way of living a healthier lifestyle. And I think that to me is the number one. And we were talking also about organic and non-organic, and I was talking about this earlier. When it comes to organic foods, which I eat organic foods, it becomes a point when, if I'm working with someone that has a fixed or limited income that can't afford this, I'm gonna have to show her how to eat healthier foods that aren't necessarily organic, making sure that you do the proper cleaning with your foods before, if that's helpful. Getting people to realize if you spend your money on anything organic, I would suggest it being meat products.
You mentioned stress, which I believe is one of the things that keeps weight on the body, and it doesn't sort of allow you to leave, sort of to create a healthier lifestyle. Any foods that lower stress, any foods that increase stress that we're not aware of, where if you're actually eating something, you're actually creating more stress, not only on your body, but also emotionally?
Well, I think that the healthier that you're eating, I know that like a lot of like the antioxidants in the fruits that I eat tend to keep you in a more of a balanced state. The healthier you eat and the more consistent that you're eating, the more your body is working on a level playing field, as opposed to eating those high-fat foods, those quick, fast foods that spike your insulin levels or drop you down. Those kind of roller coaster ride foods aren't going to be making you feel better and aren't going to make you healthy.
For anyone sort of that's in the audience that has maybe a spouse or a boyfriend or a brother or a parent that they would truly like them to commit to living healthier because they love them, they care about them, what's the best way to inspire someone that we love to live healthier?
It's really hard it's really hard when you decide that you want to make this healthy lifestyle change and your husband's sitting at home going like, yeah, you go ahead, but make sure that, I've got my...
Keep cooking.
Yeah, keep cooking.
Keep cooking.
I want that pasta or whatever it is. It's really hard, and I always try to say, again, start off small, make sure like you don't want to change everything in your kitchen all at once because it's going to freak your husband out. You got to gradually start bringing it in, showing him the way, and that's how I would do it. You want it to be a slow burn. You don't want to change everything all at once. If you have someone in your life that you are concerned about, that you want to get motivated, I think that's the main thing that I would try to tell you to do, is just to do it gradually. Have them wanting it a little bit more.
So as the only male representative here, is there anything that we can learn from men about how they live healthier, about how they choose to lose weight, about how they get in the gym? Like, are there things that men are just doing that we could actually learn from or benefit from knowing?
Wow, I think I almost got stumped on this one. Because I'm sitting there, because I initially, my joke in there is like, women are much smarter than men. So it's like, the women need to learn from men. And it's interesting because on our show, I'm going back, but on our show, we finally had our first female winner last season, and she's unlocked the door. The season that's on the air right now, it is all women. The men did not have a chance in that house because women finally realized that when they saw a woman achieve something that didn't seem like a woman was going to be able to achieve, it unlocked the door. So it's like I see the empowerment of women when I worked on this last season. So I think women are doing just fine.
Is there a particular message that you just want to have all women know and remember, like from the bottom of your heart to all of us? Like, what do you want us really to just take away and remember?
I think the main thing that I would want all of you to take away from this conversation is that you all have the power. It's all within you right now. It's about unlocking that power. It's about realizing that today is the day that you can make a change. Today's the day that you can decide that you're worth it enough to take control of your life again. That's what my whole way of thinking is. That's my life. That's my life. That's why I wrote my book, Are You Ready? It's about empowering anyone.
I think we're going to end with that. It was beautiful. Thank you. Thank Bob.
You. Thank you.
Real pleasure.
Nice.
I'm getting a kiss. Thank you.
Thank you.